Hi, welcome back to my channel once again. Today I'm going to be teaching how to make this past Cajun. If you're interested in it, kindly watch till the end. Let's get started. So these are the pieces of the cups I've cut out with seam allowances. I've done that both on fashion fabric and then lining fabric. So as you can see, make sure each part match each other. So I have fused it, the lining with a violin. As you can see, I've fused to where I'll stitch. The part that will not be stitched, there is no fuse. So at this point, I'll take it to the machine and stitch. So I've added my seam allowances to it. As you can see, side seam is facing side seam and then center front is facing center front. So you can use the soft or medium facing violin to stiff it or whatever you have, but do not use the very hard one. So after stitching, this is what I have, and then I'll go ahead and join the lower parts of the cap to the upper parts of the cap. So before that, make sure you notch the center. Make a notch at the center to enable you match them together. So like this, and then pin it at the center, the sides before stitching. So take your time when working on this part because you are working with curves. If you don't take your time, you might make mistakes. So I went ahead to pin every part of it, then I'll go ahead and then stitch. So after stitching, this is what I have. You can see the curve is out and it's looking nice. So at this point, I'll go ahead and then trim the inside part. That part off. Just pay attention and then follow what I'm doing and you understand. So I just trimmed it off. Then I'll go ahead and then make my lines in it. So I'm making a line in it to indicate where I'll be placing the boning. Note when stitching, it might not pass on the line, but then don't worry. All you have to do is to stitch and get an accurate figure or shape of the cap. So you can make as many lines as you want. Where you place the boning. So this is what I have. I'll make another line here and then proceed with the boning. So now I'll make marks at where the bone will end. So wherever I'm putting that mark with a pencil, that is where my bone will end. I don't want it to end exactly at the tip of the violin or hard stiff. So after that, I'll just place my boning beneath the line. Don't stitch on the line. Place it beneath or slightly beneath the line and then stitch. So at this point, I'll take it to the machine and stitch. So after stitching, this is what I have. You can see I've stitched parts of the fabric, which I'll be correcting later. So these are some of the challenges you will face when stitching. So take your time and then stitch. So at this point, I've placed the second layer of the bone on it. Then I'll just go ahead and then stitch. repeat the same process for every line and then stitch. So after stitching the second bone, this is what I have, and I went ahead to stitch every other part of the line. So you can see I corrected the mistake I made earlier. So at this point I'm going to place in a bone at that lower part of the cap. So go ahead and then play with the bone, fold it like I'm doing, so it will be able to stitch, or it will be easy to stitch on the cap. It won't be that easy, but it will help with the stitching. So at this point I'm going ahead to stitch. So after stitching, this is what I have, and you can see the cap is taking shape. So at this point I went ahead to stitch my fashion fabric as well, and then I'll place it on like this and then pin. Place it on like I'm doing and then pin. After pinning, I'll proceed and then stitch it together so it becomes one piece. Note, I'll be adding lining to it, but it won't be part of this cap. So after stitching, this is what I have at the moment, and you can see the cap has taken shape. So at this point I'll go ahead and then place them together. So I'm placing the seams together at the center, and then I'll pin the upper parts together before working on the center or middle parts of the cap. So as you can see, after pinning the three sides, I'm going ahead to pin everything together in before I stitch. So take your time when working on this part, because you are working with curves. Take your time and then pin before stitching. Pin before stitching. So after pinning, I'll take it to the machine and then stitch. So you can see I've pinned both caps together at the moment. It has already taken shape, as you can see. So that is it. So after stitching, this is what I have. That is the end of the tutorials. Don't forget to like, comment and share my videos. Bye.